playing the music, everything's going good, everything's smooth, and it just freezes on me. And I'm like, oh, what's going on?
What's going on, y'all? My name is Zachary Bell, the founder and curator of Blxck is Arts, a platform dedicated to celebrating every form of Black creativity, expression, and art. Today, I have a very special guest, my guy, Jahad Jessup, aka DJ Haddie.
Yeah,
Now, Jahad,
yeah.
this is my guy. He was one of the very first people that I met when I moved down to Orlando, Florida. Through shout out to the old social
Shout
club.
out to O, man.
Yes, sir, man. Howard graduate, analyst by day, DJ by night.
Come on,
Jahad,
man.
appreciate you being here,
Of course,
man.
dog.
Yes, sir. Of course, man. Yo, brother, it was really interesting looking up some stuff about you and realizing that you study actuary science.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
I
so
study
you're like a
actuarial science.
mathematical genius.
Yes, sir. I wouldn't say a genius, but yeah, nah. When I was in not middle school, high school, I did a program at Howard for like actuaries and everything.
Yeah.
And I got like a small scholarship because I did well there, and then I did my 4 years at Howard. Unfortunately, I didn't graduate with that actual concentration because you needed some extra tests done and everything. So I was like, you know what? Let me take the regular finance route.
Yeah, I feel you.
And that's where I'm here now, man.
Yeah, I'm sure that the numbers and everything.
Oh,
they
it
come easy for
it ain't never leave me. So you know.
For sure. Now that's what's up, man. It's interesting because I used to play the piano and stuff.
Really?
growing up, and I've always heard that it's a correlation between people that are good at math and people that are into music.
Hey, listen.
So the fact that you're a DJ, it all makes sense.
I did play the guitar growing up too.
For real?
So yeah, for real.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So tell us, bro. We know that you're all about music, man, and that you're one of the rising DJs here in Orlando, Florida. So tell us about where your love for music comes from.
Yeah, definitely. So my love for music really began as a kid. Growing up, I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey, so a lot of the music that we listened to was like a lot of house music.
Yeah.
So it's that Chicago sound, a little bit of that Atlanta sound, some of DC and everything. We had that in Jersey, so it was just like the first aspect of it was the house music. That's the cookouts and everything. You know, the old heads bumping the house music. They getting they two-step on and everything. And then the second part of it is Jersey Club.
Yeah.
I know everybody and their mama know what Jersey Club is. So it's like at high school dances and everything, parties, even like, you know, the beginning of college before, like if I would come home, like we really getting down. Like we in Rutgers, we at the park with it.
Yeah.
Like that's where it really started for me. And then one of my favorite artists of all time is Michael Jackson. So it was just like, all right, I'm going through his catalog and everything, and I'm seeing just how his music has evolved and kind of changed with the time and really became timeless. Like the music that he made in the 80s and the music that he made in the 2000s, two totally different sounds. But you're still gonna listen. You're still gonna listen to Thriller the same way that you're gonna listen to like Butterflies and Heaven Can't Wait and everything. So like that's really where my love for music began. Like Michael Jackson was like inspired a lot, and then house music and Jersey Club, like those three aspects really pushed me. I was like, all right, I want to get deeper into this. I want to see like what else music has to offer.
For sure, for sure. You know, I could tell that you really loved Michael Jackson from being at Real Lovers Lounge. Hey, that was a great event.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
And you had it rocking out, bro. I'm a lover of Michael Jackson and everything, too.
Yeah.
So when you threw on that Remember the Time.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, man. Yeah, bro. So tell us, coming from New Jersey, where there's so much culture up north, period.
Yeah.
Coming all the way down to Florida, you know, it's completely different style of music.
It
the
is.
club setting is way different. So tell us how that has impacted you so far.
Definitely. So like for us, you know, we were in college relatively the same time. And my sophomore year got bumped out by COVID. Like the second half of my sophomore year got bumped out by COVID, junior year, COVID and everything. So I really only got a taste of like 2018 house parties and everything before the sections really took over and all that stuff. So, and then senior year, kind of the same thing. I didn't really like go out and party that much, but when I came down here, and I wanted to get into the scene a bit more, go out, see what was going on, I really noticed a lot of places, at least downtown Orlando, they play kind of like the same kind of music. They play top 40, they play the same, you know, hip hop hits, same R&B hits. And if it's an R&B party, man, you're gonna hear the same 90s and 2000 songs over and again. You get a little tired of it. Can We Talk? You hear Love by Keisha Cole. It's like, all right, where's all these other songs
not
that
yearning.
they not yearning for real? Like the art of yearning is lost.
Yeah, it is.
So like for me, coming from New York, coming from Jersey and everything, like where the parties over there are like a bit more different, a bit more tailored and whatnot. So I was just like, all right, I want to bring a bit of that sound down here, and especially you have a lot of people coming from up north that are migrating down to Florida.
sure.
So it's like, you know, a lot of people are still gonna look for that Jersey sound, look for that New York sound, look for like those parties that feel like that. Even when I did Real Lovers Lounge last weekend, I went out to dinner and this woman, she was like, yeah, this felt like a party in New York and everything. And it was like real black. It was real like culture. It felt like community.
Yeah.
And that's what I really wanted to bring to Orlando. I wanted to bring a sense of community, a sense of like, this is for us instead of just like, oh, this is commercialized for us.
100%. Yeah, bro, it's been beautiful to see your progression, even in the short span that we've gotten to know each other within the last year. I remember you DJing on the story.
Ah.
And then, you creating your DJ page, and then now you headlining events and stuff like that. Like, bro, that's major so quickly.
I appreciate it.
Of course. So really tell me, man, what creator or DJ has inspired your type of work, even up north or down here in Orlando?
So I have two. My father. Okay. So my father DJ'd and everything. Him and his best friend, they would play house music all over Jersey and everything. Really? So like, yeah, like one of my first kind of lessons in learning how to DJ was my dad. We was at some cookout and he was like, oh, you want to play on the turntables? I was like, I guess. I don't know. I was like 7 or 8 at the time. And I made this one Michael Jackson loop and I'm sitting here like, you know what? I like this. But I never like kept up until like, you know, I got out here and everything. And then the second DJ would be Blxck Coffee. He's another house DJ. Oh, beautiful. I love his music. Like, his music is absolutely phenomenal. He came down here, I want to say a few months ago. He did something at Wall Street. He DJ'd out there. But his sound is just so rich and like enlightening, and I love that. And like, that's something that I want to emulate in the sets that I do and everything. So my father and Blxck Coffee.
Okay, good deal. You know, you talked about house music a lot. A lot of times, black people, we really aren't into house music.
Yeah.
And really, my first taste getting into house music was going to Alfie's.
Yep.
And, and I'm like, hey, what's going on here? But it was a vibe, though. Yeah. So what do you say to those black people that are sleep on house music and they really should tap in?
Yeah, I feel like here's the thing. So house music is classified under EDM, right? EDM, electronic dance music and everything. So when people think EDM, they think, oh, the oons, the techno. I mean, but that's the thing too. Black people created that. Like there's a black techno sound, there's ghetto tech, there's soulful house, there's progressive house, there's so many different lanes of house music. There's Afro house. Like a Mapiano couldn't even be classified as a form of house music. So I would say to like anybody that's really interested into like expanding their music taste into house, there's something for everybody. Like I'm not the type of person that's gonna listen to the oons house music. That's not me. But you know, if you in my car and we driving somewhere, you're gonna hear some soulful house. You're gonna hear like them drums and everything. It's a real like cultural sound to it, and you know, you just got to be open to it, you know.
For sure. So how does it feel to be the vibe curator, man? The guy that's controlling the party, whether it's going crazy or if it's a little dead, like you're the DJ, it's all on you. What's it like back in the DJ booth?
It's scary to say the least, like because for me, I get a lot of joy and excitement from other people's joy and excitement. So like Real Lovers Lounge, Love Struck this past Friday and everything. I'm not in the crowd mixing and mingling. You know, I would love to do that. However, like my job is like, all right, I'm playing this music. I'm making sure everybody's having a good time and everything. And even if it's like dead or slow time, then all right, cool. We're gonna like keep the vibes going and everything. And I'm gonna try and like, you know, flip the switch if it's something dead or not. But I guess kind of becoming that vibe curator was jarring for me because I like in college and even before I became a DJ, I was like kind of passive in terms of like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go to the party and everything and I'm gonna catch a vibe and everything. But now I'm the one creating the vibe. I'm the one like, all right, at 10 o'clock, we're gonna start with some something like a little everybody knows and everything. And at 11 o'clock, I'm gonna slow it down. And then I got this transition. So it's a lot of brain power that goes into it. And it's just like, you can't play for yourself. You got to play for everybody that's there.
Absolutely.
And, you know, since I love music so much, it's like no matter what I play, I'm going to have a good time regardless.
For sure. For sure. How do you really keep up with everything, man? Because I bet it's tough. It's something, it's a new artist coming out all the time. Like new trend on TikTok. People want to do TikTok dances and everything in the club. So how do you really keep up to make sure that you're curating the best vibe?
Yeah, so every Friday, I always, all right, this is who's coming out with an album, this is who's coming out with a new song and everything. All right, I'll go through the songs and everything, like for my own personal enjoyment. All right, you know, Jill Scott just came out with a new album. Like I think Brent just came out with a new album too. So it's like, all right, let me listen to these albums for my own enjoyment, and then I'm gonna pick out the songs. Usually the songs that I really like are gonna be songs that I think other people will like too. But then I'll pick out like my personal favorites and then what I think, you know, other people will really enjoy, and especially if it's like a club hit and everything. Like when DaBaby dropped his album, but everybody was doing a TikTok dance, TikTok trend to it.
Oh yeah. I feel like you might have the summer anthem. I know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Bounce or something.
It's something like that. I forget the name of it, but and even like old songs that resurfaced, like Michael Jackson, Liberian Girl, like, and everybody started doing that TikTok dance to it at Real Lovers Lounge. I'm sitting here, I was playing it. And then I totally forgot there was a TikTok sound to it. Afterwards, we was like, oh my God, we was doing the dance and then you cut it off. I said, ooh.
Oh man.
My bad. But yeah, it's a lot to keep track of, but I try to.
Nice, man. So you got to tell me, has there ever been a time where you were in the DJ booth and you had a technical difficulty?
Oh my God.
I know that's got to be like Panic 101.
Oh my God. So I have a few. And it's because, you know, I'm still like getting up and running and everything and like figuring out what works and what doesn't work. At Real Lovers Lounge, there was a little bit of technical difficulty. So my laptop, I got to upgrade my laptop. That's the moral of the story right here. But basically, my laptop had a few other tabs open and everything, and I'm playing the music, everything's going good, everything's smooth and whatnot, and it just freezes on me. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? So I was like, all right, we got past it. It froze again. And I'm like, wait a second. All right, it froze the third time. So I'm like, you know what? I think I got too much stuff open. I think it's messing up my storage, messing up too much. There's too much running. My laptop's hot. So I was like, all right, let's close some of this stuff out. But yeah, that happened to me one time. I haven't really had any crazy technical difficulties where it's like, it just shut down the whole party or something. But yeah, so I know there's gonna be more, but that's the biggest one that I've had thus far.
So tell me, brother, since this platform is so much about the next generation and all Black creators, past, present, and future, what really do you want all three of those different brackets of individuals to get from your music and your form of art and creativity?
Definitely. I feel like what I want to express is appreciation for the past, in the present for, you know, people our age and everything, people who are interested in a new sound, interested in music, interested in going to, you know, events that are curated for us. Just come open-minded, come ready to feel the music and everything. And then for the future, I just want to pave a way for us as creatives to kind of build on top of what we have done, what we are doing, and what we will do.
Absolutely, man. So is there anything else that you want to leave with the Blxck is Arts audience? Since Blxck is music, man.
Blxck is music. So definitely follow me on my socials, DJ Haddie, JJ_King_112, I believe it is. And follow your passions, you know, try something new. I got my first deck maybe 2 years ago, and I didn't really like get into it until a year and a half, maybe literally a year ago. So if you have something that you're really passionate about, if you have something that you want to pursue, go ahead and do it.
Jahad Jessup, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Haddie.
Yes, sir.
Till next time, y'all. Peace.